Before the world knew it as the heart of innovation, Silicon Valley was just a quiet stretch of farmland in Northern California. Miles of orchards, small towns, and endless blue skies. Nothing about it suggested the birthplace of modern technology. But hidden in this peaceful landscape was the spark of something revolutionary. A dream that would change how the entire planet lived, worked, and communicated.
It all began with curiosity. Scientists, engineers, and dreamers gathering around Stanford University. They weren't looking for fame, they wanted to build a future. In small workshops filled with wires, circuits, and chalkboards, they created the early seeds of modern electronics, the foundation of everything digital today.
By the 1950s, something extraordinary happened. A group of young engineers left a large company to start their own. They believed freedom led to innovation. That act of rebellion became the culture of Silicon Valley. Think differently, take risks, never stop experimenting. From that moment, the world would never be the same.
Then came the invention that changed everything, the microchip. Tiny, almost invisible, yet powerful enough to reshape the modern age. From radios to computers, from the moon landing to smartphones, it all began with that spark inside a piece of silicon. And Silicon Valley became the heartbeat of a technological revolution.
By the late 1970s, garages became laboratories. Young minds with big dreams built machines that could talk, think, and connect. Names like Apple, HP, and IBM began shaping the modern world, proving that even the smallest ideas, when powered by passion, can redefine humanity's future.
In the 1990s, a quiet storm began to spread, the internet. What started as a tool for researchers soon connected millions. In garages, dorm rooms, and small offices, a new kind of pioneer emerged, the digital dreamer. And once again, Silicon Valley stood at the center of change.
The internet brought money and madness. Investors poured billions into websites that promised everything. Startups rose overnight and fell just as fast. It was a gold rush of data and dreams. And when it all collapsed, only the strongest survived. Out of the chaos came clarity. Two students built a simple search engine in a college dorm. It could organize the growing web like never before. That idea became one of the most powerful companies in history. Information was no longer locked away. It was free for everyone. The 2000s brought technology into everyone's hands. The smartphone became more than a device. It became a companion, a teacher, and a gateway to the world. Behind that transformation stood the spirit of Silicon Valley, the belief that the future could fit in your pocket. As the internet and smartphones merged, the world became one. Ideas crossed borders, businesses went global. Voices that were once unheard began to speak. Silicon Valley was no longer just a place, it was a mindset. Innovation now belonged to everyone. From humble beginnings, new empires rose. Startups became giants, reshaping economies and cultures. These weren't just companies, they were movements. And the world began to look to Silicon Valley, not just for technology, but for the future itself. With power came questions. Who controls the data? Who writes the code that shapes our lives? The dreamers of yesterday became the decision makers of today, and
their choices began to affect billions.
Even as corporations grew, a new wave of creators rose. Young minds across the world looked to Silicon Valley for inspiration. They built apps and tools not just for profit, but for change. The same curiosity that started in a small garage lived on in them.
Then came a new frontier. Machines that could think. Artificial intelligence was once a dream. Now it's reality. From self-driving cars to digital assistants, AI reshaped how humans create, communicate, and imagine. Once again, the Valley stood on the edge of discovery.
Today, the world looks to Silicon Valley for answers about technology, ethics, and the human spirit. It's more than a place. It's a mirror reflecting our hopes and fears in the digital age. The next chapter will decide not just how we live, but who we become.
As we look back, Silicon Valley is more than circuits and code. It's the story of human imagination, of minds daring to turn the impossible into reality. Every chip, every code, every invention carries the same message. Progress begins not with machines, but with dreams.
The valley that once grew orchards now grows ideas. Its story is not finished. It continues in every creator, every dreamer, every soul who believes in a better tomorrow. Because in the end, Silicon Valley isn't just a place on a map. It's a reminder that the future is built by those who dare to imagine it.
Enjoying history? Please like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing stories.